vibe.
GameSpot's live stream. We are talking about PlayStation VR today. We got our units last week. Reviewed a bunch of games. Those went up today. And yeah, so we're going to play a bunch of games for the next 90 minutes. Kicking things off with Rush of Blood. I'm Peter. This is Justin, and Rob is in the VR headset right now. Rob, what's going on? What are you doing?
Who are you? It's a standoff.
This is comfortable.
Yeah.
No, it's super comfy.
So Rush of Blood is related to Until Dawn, only kind of loosely. You know, the narrative-based horror game that came out last year. This is a game literally on rails. You're in a cart. You're going through a series of horrific environments, and it's like a light gun game where you use PlayStation Move controllers to shoot bad guys. Rob, take it away.
So you were saying that the headset itself feels pretty comfortable. I mean, we've tried this out in different prototypes over the last couple of years, and especially comparing this to the Oculus, comparing this to the HTC, the PlayStation VR is probably the lightest, one of the more comfortable headsets to just put on, to adjust really quickly, whether you're wearing glasses or not.
Yeah, it's like super, it's well balanced between the front and the back, so you actually get, even though it's a little bit heavier than I believe the Vive, it's far more comfortable, especially for prolonged use. Like I used it for 7 hours the other day.
That doesn't sound
Easy.
safe.
I mean, the game I was playing was really intense, but in terms of just using the headset, it felt really good. Yeah, someone's noticing the jittery tracking on the controllers.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a little jittery. It's not really a huge problem. It just looks weird, more than anything, I'd say. I reviewed this game. It's fair. It's one of those experiences where it's like, you know, the atmosphere is really good, but the gameplay is just kind of okay. And it's not truly scary, although jump scares work on Rob, so we'll see what happens.
I think it's interesting that the PlayStation VR, like with all this new all this new technology, it's using basically PS3 controllers, like the Move.
Right.
And we kind of ran into this as an issue when trying to charge them because they're the old PS3. They take the mini USB instead of micro USB to charge.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to use different cables again, but you know. So yeah, someone's asking, these are the exact same Move controllers. There's nothing new about them for PlayStation VR. Sony's just repurposing them.
Which is smart, because I bet they have a lot of PlayStation Move controllers just laying around.
I know.
They needed to sell them somehow.
Yeah. Someone, Olsen O'Brien in the YouTube chat is asking, Job Simulator, PlayStation VR? Yes. That should be one of the launch games. We do have access to it right now. We're not playing it today just because we played it on the other platforms and reviewed it, but yes, that will be coming.
You've played a lot of PlayStation VR games.
Yeah.
Is this one of your favorites? Do you have a favorite overall? No.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
Let me get that out of the way then. Oh.
Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, like I said, this game it's fair. It's all right. My favorite by far is Thumper, which you guys can see me play later. I don't want to get into it too much, just because talking about it in the moment is a little more fun, especially when you can see what I'm doing.
You guys were both both
cool.
big fans of Until Dawn, right?
I liked Until Dawn. I wasn't a big fan.
This is a very different game from Until Dawn.
Very different. There are some characters that reappear in their like undead form, but like this game is sort of filled with like hallucinations. I think we'll get to why. Like in the second level, you go through like a room filled with gas, and that's supposed to just be the reason why things are so messed up. As you get into later levels, this is just training right now, so it's nothing really scary. Yeah, it's dark, but once you get into the gas, then things start to take, you know, a little more trippy turn. Rob, are you flicking your guns there?
Oh, that's how you reload, right?
No, you push the thumb buttons.
Oh, I got the same effect. I haven't pushed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I should raise the score in this game then.
Yeah, it's just like this is like a real life. You just flick it.
Yeah. Cinema mode. Hey, somebody on Twitch is asking. That works pretty well. Frankly, like if I didn't have a TV and I had my PS4 and this headset with me somewhere, I'd use it to play games, but I still prefer to play it just on a regular television.
You know, when you're traveling, you have your PS4,
Yeah, you know.
your VR system, all these cables hooked up, and you're like, well, I don't
If
need
you
to
find
bring
it
the
at the
TV.
bottom of your bag, just randomly, you know.
I think that is, to me, that is actually one of the bigger selling points. One of the things that makes this more compelling, because I'm not terribly interested in any of the launch lineup games, but getting to play, like, just play my regular games in like this big enclosed theater,
Right.
like that idea of 150-foot screen in front of me.
I think the one drawback to doing it that way, just if you compare like the value between a VR game and a standard game in this headset, the VR games benefit through the way that they sort of envelop your senses, and you don't really notice the low screen resolution that much. But when you're playing a standard game on just a static 2D screen in the virtual world, it definitely feels, well, like the low res screen in the headset is certainly apparent. But again, yeah, like if you don't have the space for a big TV, you can't afford one, but you can afford this, I guess. It's not a bad option to have, because it does feel like you're looking at a pretty large screen.
So, and graphically, PlayStation VR does not compare to the HTC or
precision.
the Oculus. But I found like it's really dependent on a per title basis how much you notice that. Like Until Dawn, I think does a really good job, as well as Batman, of making things still look really good. But there are some other experiences that I played where it's really noticeable that this is a lower screen resolution, that there's that screen door effect.
It can happen, yeah. Like Thumper is one of those games where it goes so fast that if you're paying attention to that sort of thing, you're going to lose. But certainly games that move a little bit slower in some cases, I think, can highlight that screen for better or worse. The other thing this game does, which Rob, you just saw him do, is it asks you to like move your head to
That was cool.
Well, to each his own.
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that gets utilized in this tutorial.
They use it, but it's like so easy to get around all these obstacles that it doesn't really feel like, I don't know, challenging?
I mean, with head tracking being what, like, I mean, that's a roadblock, right? Like, everyone's got a different size head. So like, how specific could you get, I guess? Is that like, point being?
Like, I think the thing that's really missing is gyroscope put into the headset so that when you do hit your head, it just like jars you. Like, it just kind of shakes you around a little bit.
Yeah, can someone slap me when I get it wrong?
Yes.
You shouldn't have said that.
So how does it feel? This is the first time that you played this game, right?
Yes. Whoa! Yeah, it's
Duck.
like I don't even have to duck there. Maybe it's not calibrated
That's
right.
'cause
Like, I
you're
feel like I
short.
should be a little bit higher up. It feels pretty good. Oh, this guy looks new. I don't like that.
There are some alternate paths. We saw Rob open one here. They don't really lead to anything like crazy different from the rest of the level. You pretty much just see more of the same. So if you shoot those green boxes, you'll get some more powerful guns. Those last for like a limited amount of time.
Got it. Gotcha.
So you want to use up all of your ammo immediately.
Right, yeah.
Looks like we're on the wrong path. It seems we've landed on the old ghost.
So as far as there's a pretty big launch lineup. As far as the launch lineup goes, how many games are there?
That's a good question. I think Sony put up a blog post this morning. There are, I want to say like 16 to 20. There's like a lot of different reports online because there's some games that are coming right at launch and some that are coming a few days after launch. Yeah, but there's definitely a pretty good selection and great variety. The demo disc that comes with this has like over a dozen games that you can try. And frankly, I think that's really fun to play around with, even for a little while. Because a lot of these experiences, I've found like maybe the entire game isn't really like something to get excited about, but the little thing that it offers, like it's the example of how this one type of game can take advantage of VR, it's fun just to sort of sample that. So the demo disc is pretty good, and that's got stuff that won't be out for launch either. I think it's got like the Resident Evil 7 kitchen demo, which you're gonna play later.
Are there
Look,
any?
reminds me of my bedroom. Huh! You weren't there.
Okay, just shoot the person who's crying on the bed. How is that your first reaction? Shoot that! Shoot that!
Because she wasn't. Oh, because this is what she's doing. You know?
Get out of my room! I don't want to go to church!
So yeah, people are asking about Batman VR. We haven't played that yet. That is the next game. So Rob, in a couple minutes after this level, I think we're gonna switch you into that.
Can I stop and play a different level that's not tutorial?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You don't know how to do that. Never mind.
Do I pause in game? Can I do
So
it
the
there?
start button is on the side of the move controllers.
Okay. Hey guys, give me a sec.
Oh, this is going well. If he kills you, you'll be taken out of that. So
Just hit start. Oh yeah, if he kills me, I'll just.
no.
On the controller, where do I go, Peter?
On the right-hand side of the right, or the left-hand side of the right controller, there's a button.
Push all of the buttons. Just start.
It's hard to feel. It's literally on the side of the controller.
Yeah, it's like a.
You
It's
can
not
also
a button.
You can also move the headset if you just want to take it off and look.
Oh yeah. I'm not trapped in VR.
Good call.
I think you just shared a movie.
Did I?
Yeah,
right,
so
sorry.
go to quit.
Yeah, here we
go to
go.
quit.
So being in this, virtual reality, of course, like as Rob
Yeah.
was just here, like you are immersed in that kind of experience. How do you feel like that works overall? Like, do you feel like, especially someone who's played a lot of it, do you feel immersed in these environments? Is that off-putting? Is that something that works in its favor?
It depends, right? Like if the game has enough things to sort of make you, like for DriveClub VR, for example, like you can watch cars behind you by looking in your side view mirror. And the more that you start to do things like that, where the game can allow you to just act naturally and not like in a mechanical gamey sense, that's when you start to feel the immersion. Thumper is so fast that you really just have to give yourself up to the game, and that works as well. Something like this, maybe it wasn't scary for me because I didn't really feel immersed in it. Yeah, it's really on a game-by-game basis, and I don't think it's actually dependent so much on the tech. I think PlayStation VR does just enough to really provide the right things that you need to feel in the game when the game is built to make that happen.
Oh. I'm not sure that this is meant to be a real horror experience, because it is kind of, you're on a roller coaster, like on a ride.
There's some stuff where they really do try to throw jump scares at you, and like there's this one scene where it sends you through a factory and you see all these like dismembered pigs, and it's like, okay, that's gross. And then like the moment you sort of get into the group of pigs, they all start undulating and flailing and squealing really loudly. Like,
Oh, that's fun.
that's kind of a horrific experience, I think, that might freak some people out. There is a level that is just everything is a spider, every enemy is a spider. So if you're scared of those, like they're crawling over your face,
Oh, really?
they're creeping out of the shadows. I mean, that could seriously mess someone up.
But for me, it kind of kills the immersion when you have guns and like there are things you can shoot, but things you can't shoot.
Precisely, yeah, it's really weird in this game. Like, there are so many light bulbs that, like hundreds of them in this game, you'd think you could shoot them, but you can't.
Right.
It's very specific things that you can shoot. And granted, to make the whole thing destructible would be tough, but even this is missing like little things that are pretty important.
Oh, shit! Shit! I'm just enjoying myself.
That was good. That was good.
Damn it.
Whitey Snakey in the Twitch chat is talking about the headset having lights on the back. This does have lights on the back, so you can turn around and look behind you, and the game will still track you. That is definitely a thing.
Oh. Shit, what the? Damn birds.
Oh, too late. I guess that
Oh,
was
I
an
could have gone that way.
So are there any games that are like full experiences that are more than just kind of a short, almost, I guess I wouldn't say demo, but more of a demo of PlayStation VR? Is there any full game?
I mean, yes, yeah. Like the thing is, these games aren't huge, so
going on
full is relative, right? Like whether it's the amount of time or a full experience that you're getting out of it. That guy's having a rough day.
What's going on?
He's getting sawed in half.
Wednesdays, huh?
Am I right?
Oh. Hey. You can't scare me again. I know you do. I know you like to teleport.
Did you say what are your favorite experiences on PSVR so far?
Thumper, the demo of Rez, DriveClub VR, Super Hypercube I like, but the game kind of falls short in a lot of ways, although I really like the puzzle concept behind it. I'm trying to think what else. Batman was kind of a letdown, if I'm honest. We'll see it in a minute, but Tamor Hussein, the reviewer, put it really well, I think, where it's Batman just stands still most of the time, and you're just kind of in his shoes, while everyone else around you is the person moving and taking action. And it's a little strange, but he really loved Batman because that's a character he really identifies with. And so you do, in a sense, get to be the Batman. Like there's some instances where you're doing detective work using all of his special gear. But yeah, Thumper is by far the standout. I'm really looking forward to having DriveClub VR in its entirety. Right now, it's just a demo. We still have a bunch of other games to come that we haven't had access to yet.
Uh-oh.
So how are you feeling, Rob, on the nausea scale? Because you're moving pretty fast
fine.
now.
I feel fine.
Yeah, one good thing about this headset is that it operates the screen at 120 hertz, which means it refreshes 120 times a second. And the other headsets do 90 hertz. 90 is sort of the bare minimum. So while this has sacrificed resolution, it does have better refresh rate, which helps your brain kind of keep up with what's going on, and not feel like there's like, you know, maybe a subconscious disconnect.
Well, I think you're always going to get a little bit of that when you have that expectation of some kind of G-force or wind or something when that physical stimulus is missing.
Oh yeah, there's so much stuff that is just not accounted for yet that we can't really do in our homes. You know, it's to replicate everything in a game would be pretty tough, right? I mean, even smells would sort of be one of the missing pieces there.
See ya.
Later.
So do you think the answer to that is more external technology or just jacking directly into your brain or pills? Just take LSD.
I think everyone who wants like full 100% recreation of what they're seeing in a game in real life, they're gonna have to wait a long time for that to happen. I'm frankly really happy with some of the experiences we have right now. It's just developers, I think, need a little more time to see what works and find new ways to innovate and not necessarily rely so much on old game design ideas, right? And really just sort of do things that either take advantage of VR in a really strong way or do something that could only be done in VR.
Woo! Woo!
All right, Rob, whenever you're ready, we can switch over to Batman.
Yeah, should we do it?
Think you're coming to the end?
Well, you're at the hotel.
Or you're just getting started?
I don't want to stay here.
Check-in's at 4.
She was just gonna take your bag.
Just swung it in the back.
Oh, dude, you're not a mannequin.
She's like, look at all these people.
There's some guns off to your left.
What's up? Oh, God. We need your clothes. We're mannequins.
They're kind of muscular for mannequins.
They are, Justin.
They got some good abs.
You know.
They do crunches.
They're also bloody. Hey, guys. Hey, how are you? Let us show you to your room. Oh, is this the next level?
No, it'll come to an abrupt end. Well, not an abrupt end, but like a full end, like you'll know.
Dude.
This hotel really is not kept up very well. You think someone would at least, sweep, dust a little bit?
Yeah, you think. Got this.
Rob has experience working in hotels as well, so this is all just natural.
It is.
Get the gun, they're guns. Yeah.
Is this almost done, Peter?
It's hard to say. It should be. These levels aren't very long.
But they don't just segue to the next one?
No, you'll know.
So this is where they keep their pigs, everyone.
So, like you mentioned playing this for like 7 hours straight. Is that,
PSVR, yeah. Not this game.
well, yeah, PSVR.
Yeah.
Like you've been in this environment for long stretches of time. Is that any different than HTC or Oculus? Do you feel like you're able to do that more, or is it about the same for you for every headset?
It's about the same. Like when I played Edge of Nowhere, Insomniac's Oculus Rift game,
Hi, do you have a weight room?
I played that in one like 5-hour sitting, and that felt fine. Felt totally fine.
This is going well.
I would have liked the sound effect for that. Limbo. I'm just looking to check in. All right, when's this shit done? Should I just quit?
Yeah, just quit. Put it out. And people want to see Batman anyway.
Oh, just use the controller now, yeah?
No, take off the headset and hit the circle button and then hit the home button to change games. You're in the share menu right now.
Sorry, say that one more time?
Hit the PlayStation home button.
Right.
There you go.
This is the future.
Batman. So again, you're going to be using the Move controllers for this one.
Okay.
And you're gonna be Batman wearing the PlayStation VR in the Batcave, playing a Batman game.
That is wild.
It's meta. See, like, I mean, this is what it is. It's just Batman. He's wearing a Arkham VR. He has his own Batman themed one with a bat logo on it.
The one thing I would say is like, this is always a problem. It's like, you gotta wipe these down. I mean, like, luckily the controller or the headset is cool enough where like you can kind of avoid getting contact with the lens.
Yeah, once you know how to put it on.
Right.
You're just sweating all over that, though. The PlayStation camera cannot see you.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
Ooh, fine tuning in the back here. I'm good to go.
This is probably the highest. You don't need that other controller. That's fine.
All right, Rob, are you standing or pooping?
That's the first game you can play on the toilet.
Oh, I'm getting...
This is the highest profile game, I think, though.
Yeah, for a lot of people. It's super short, I gotta say, and it's not that... You don't do a lot in it?
Oh. Wait, is it thinking I'm standing now?
No?
It says put my head here.
Oh, that's weird.
I think that's what it said.
Hold back. Hold back. It's not super clear. Hold.
Let's start. I'm doing this without... Is that back?
I think the trigger on if you look at the icon, it shows you what to pull.
The
There you go.
trigger?
No, it's working. It's
There you
working.
go. There you go.
You got it.
Oh, on the bat symbol. Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Position yourself naturally and enjoy
Natural.
Act natural, Rob.
Headset not in
See?
the target area.
No, that's it. There's a big X. Oh, hold on.
Adjust PlayStation camera if necessary.
You need to be taller.
It said adjust PlayStation camera if necessary.
Justin, you want to help him out?
Yeah.
And D-Mike.
I think it needs to be
I'm gonna take off my mic
tilted down.
temporarily.
Hey, I know that guy.
Welcome. Welcome to Batman VR. Be the Bat.
Whoa, God! Woo! Woo!
Probably good to warn Rob before you do that.
Oh, sorry.
Ugh.
Please position yourself naturally and enjoy
There you go.
It's like someone in the Matrix is doing this. Neo, how are you feeling? This is calibrated. I guess I'm good. Get out of here. I can see you, dude.
Seated play. You can turn 180 degrees at any time by using the motion controller.
So those buttons are sort of like the raised ones that you feel around the thumb button.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Viewing behind player position.
Wait, what?
Return to viewing forwards.
You're good.
Oh, I see. This is like...
Mic is back on.
Press the move button.
That's so the buttons are just to like flip
Just to flip
180.
you around, yeah.
Okay, good.
Calibration complete.
Great.
Great, wonderful.
At any time.
Calibration.
Stone Squeaker on YouTube asking, room scale? No, not room scale VR. Really just does head tracking. 360 degrees at least, which is good.
It's room scale if you do it in your bathroom, though. If it's like a really small room.
Totally.
And just to give people an idea of price, the cheapest you can buy this is $400. That will give you just the headset. But you need the camera to use this. So that's really only good for you if you already have the camera. And probably only really good as well if you have the Move controllers, because although you can play a game like Rush of Blood with a DualShock 4, your hands are tied to it and they move together, which is really strange.
God, on Batman.
So, so $500 will get you a bundle with a camera, 2 Move controllers, and the headset. And of course, you need a PlayStation 4. It will work with any model, the old one, the Slim, and the Pro. So you're looking at about $800 before tax.
I thought this said
get
shut
started.
up for a second.
Play the shut up level.
If you
Peter,
go to the manor, you can
what?
play the piano and just sort of get used to the controls.
I love it.
Do it.
So it's
Hey, I'm on
kinda-
TV.
It's crazy that this is one of the cheaper VR experiences at a minimum of $400 just for the headset, $500 for the complete package.
I mean, you can buy the Samsung Gear VR thing, which lets you slot a phone in there, but it's not to the same level of tech as something like this.
It's more expensive than buying a new PS4.
Yes.
Why would I be near my own bat spotlight? That's like kind of like an arrogant thing to do, right? Like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, Batman, super arrogant.
When did you return?
Oh, your arm is missing.
I'm pointing at you.
Oh, my hands? No, they're fine.
Don't worry about those, Alfred. Let me just. Oh, you have a booger. Let me.
Would make more comfortable sleeping arrangements than a
Don't talk. Just undress.
grand or otherwise.
You got something in your.
Ordinarily, I would beg you to take
The
a
weird
night's
thing about
rest.
this game
Oh,
is
We have a
You can grab things.
when you're dealing with other people, especially once you have your bat suit on and all your tools, you can actually like throw batarangs at Alfred's face and he does not give a shit. Like it doesn't matter.
ooh, I'm liking this.
It's the same kind of problem that we have in first-person games, where someone is talking to you, they're having a really serious conversation, you can just kind of jump around them in circles. And
Turn
no
the
one
key
says
some
anything.
more, Rob.
Oh,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean they can't really account for everything. Ooh, so dainty.
But they can account for you trying to punch someone in the face and go, no, stop doing that.
Right, they could. That's beautiful. Is that the Beatles?
Master Wayne, you're an excellent piano player.
Master Wayne, you sound like shit. Hold on my calls, Alfred. Alfred! I did it again!
There's a little bit of confusion in the Twitch chat. The resolution is not better on the PlayStation Pro. The resolution is totally dependent on the headset. So no matter what you play it on, it'll look the same. Right, the resolution only makes a difference with the PS4 Pro for games that are getting an upgrade that you play in your standard TV.
And we haven't had it confirmed yet, but I would assume that on the PS4 Pro, there won't be that same breakout box that you have to use for the current hookup to the PS4.
The breakout box doesn't actually do like data processing.
Phone ringing.
It literally handles communication between devices. So I think you will still need that box. Because without it, you don't have anything to sort of be the channel for all the communication between the various devices. It's not added processing power as far as I'm aware.
Oh,
You can.
New messages.
okay, let's hear them.
Next, new
Mr. Wayne, it's Alex Drescher calling from
Wayne
Mayor's
seems to have a
office.
lot of money. Why does he have a
I just wanted to
rotary
thank you
dial
for your
phone?
Substantial donation to the Arkham City redevelopment.
He likes to remember the good times.
Let's go here.
Beijing Diamonds!
Some Riddler stuff there.
Probably.
Ooh, should I?
Poke it.
Perfect. Whoa!
Here we go.
Oh, what is this?
Memorize the tiles,
Dude,
Rob.
I don't want to do this. This is dumb. This is dumb.
Riddle me this. Are you having fun?
Can I get back?
Even
Whoa.
if you do puncture my
What?
defenses by matching two pictures on this board, I'll just send you away with some junk.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
So if you want to go find Alfred, he can take you down to the back cave.
Oh, tight. What's this? Whoa!
So like for an experience like this, the job simulator works so well because it's silly and wacky and it makes sense that like, oh, I'm just gonna throw shit around.
Yeah, if games take themselves too seriously in VR and they can't actually account for anything, that becomes a problem. All right, so look at that icon near the piano and hit the thumb button. There you go. And then you gotta look for another spot to go.
The ceiling. Look at the ceiling.
Shut up.
I mean, look like more around you in your immediate. Oh yeah, hit the bat symbol. There you go.
Oh.
Punch it. Now look down. Good job, hands. Knew I could count on you.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't seem like a really good hiding spot for the secret entrance.
sequence.
Oh, show me it. The last suit you'll ever wear.
Required.
Oh. Oh my God.
My word.
Yes. Yes. Inappropriate.
Push the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Follow the instructions.
What do I do?
I don't know. Follow the instructions.
Oh. Oh, shut up, Peter. That's the only thing I see is my belt.
Yeah. There is a mirror that pops up, and you get to look at yourself as a very stiff and awkward Batman. All right,
this is cool.
Stick your meat hooks in there. There you go.
This
Punch
is like,
it.
This is like Tony Stark beta. What?
You're slowly dressing.
I need my head. I need my head. Oh, yeah.
Ready for deployment.
Oh. Yes. I am the Bat.
Please begin.
That's you.
Mama. Dada. Are you in there? Mama.
Notice he doesn't blink.
Dad.
Simulation complete.
Perfect. It's just like every morning, she's like, Mom, Dad, let's do this.
Ready for deployment.
It's for you, Dad.
Newest upgrades
Oh.
include
Dope.
wire to aid the navigation.
Shoot yourself.
Shit.
Look at the screen, Rob. Just look at the screen.
I go up.
What did you do?
If I push.
Oh, hey, look! You can look at the achievements.
God damn it.
How do I go?
Hit the PlayStation home button again.
Yeah.
This is going well.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Justin, can you help? I'm sorry. I can go, but I gotta give you the laptop.
I'm gonna
then.
take off my mic again.
Retrieval.
There you go. Never mind. You're good. All right.
Please fire
Sorry,
grapple
guys.
gun at target.
Shoot at the hook.
Targeting.
Oh, cool.
Grapple gun targeting calibrated.
Uh-huh.
Put it in your belt.
Forensic scanner.
Okay, so that's
Good job, Batman.
That's the reason for the bell, yeah.
Update allows for crime scene visualization and multi-layer analysis. Please scan target. Calibrating diagnostics.
This is pretty cool.
It's from Ghostbusters.
Diagnostics calibrated.
Great.
Batarangs ready for deployment.
Let's do it.
You can just huck those as much as you want.
Flight and
Oh,
high impact.
of course.
Calibrating targeting. Please use a batarang to hit
So the aiming is pretty loose here. You can kind of just throw it in the general direction and it'll bend and curve to hit the target.
batarangs equipped
First
to
try.
utility belt.
That's what batarangs do.
Targets to continue calibration.
See?
Oh,
I'm gonna go 90 degrees that way.
about to say, it was a pretty good shot, my first one. Huh.
Nope, not perfect.
Batarang targeting
Cool.
calibrated.
A little simple.
Bat suit calibration complete.
I think he shaves with these. Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good suit.
Who needs a body?
This is a good suit. I like it. Yeah, that's good. What happens if I throw my gun? Oh. Can't. Alfred, hold on my calls.
Man, Batman lives a fast-paced life.
Yeah, pretty much anything they can do to draw this experience out.
Does he really need like a bat symbol everywhere in his own place? Who am I? Oh, that's right.
Cool. Hey, guys.
Yep.
Damn. This is much bigger than I imagined.
It's a bat cave.
What's he got there? A shield generator? Yeah, this is real slow.
You
Oh.
drink it in.
Remember when I killed that T-Rex?
No, he found that when he was digging. When they dug out
Is
this-
this implying that? That is so funny. And he like couldn't. He's got an illegal T-Rex here. He should report it to like the nearest museum, but he can't because then they're like, "Oh, you're Batman." He's like,
You can screw with all that stuff.
Yeah, clearly you have an easier way to get down.
Brief you on the situation.
Does it say Jay Brony? Oh, it came back.
I'm afraid rather concerning news. Robin failed to report.
Yeah, so at this stage, you basically would teleport to different areas and do some detective work. But we're about a third of the way through the stream. So how do you feel about switching it up?
Sure.
All right. London Heist is the next one. That's part of PlayStation VR Worlds, which is a $40 game that includes a bunch of different experiences. Kind of like the demo disc, but these are more fleshed out.
Okay.
He's not a man at all.
So I'll just pause this.
Yeah, just hit the home button, and then you can go grab PSVR Worlds from the PlayStation menu.
So what, for that Batman game, you just, is it pretty much on rails? You're just kind of going around?
So there's like, you try to solve some crimes, right? So the next scene would have taken you to an alleyway where I believe it's like Nightwing was like murdered or something like that. And you're like, oh, looks like his back is broken and his ribs are hurt. I'm gonna reconstruct the crime scene. And you take a move controller and you just rotate your hand to like rewind or fast forward the reconstruction of the crime scene. And you pause it at the moment when he gets hurt. And then Batman's like, that's how he broke his neck. On to the next injury. It's not that great. That's as much as I've played. You do some other stuff that Timur talked about in his review, but I haven't experienced that bit.
What are the prices of the games? Are any of these?
They vary. I think Batman is 20. Rush of Blood is 15. Batman might be 15 as well. I'm not positive on that.
Nothing 60 though.
Nothing
right?
60. PSVR Worlds is the most expensive at $40, as far as I'm aware.
What are you?
I'm your conscience.
Ooh, cool ripples. Ooh, now I'm underwater.
So I think maybe you got to start with the shark demo. Ah, yes.
Ooh. Do I move? Ooh.
Okay, so I think it's just kind of casually showing you around the various things that are available to you.
All right.
And now I don't know what it's doing.
I'm into this.
Say fireworks shooting at you. Where are they going? Nowhere.
Shark.
So what are the other ones?
So, dude. Oh, there's a dude. Superman. Glowing chest. Superman running a marathon.
Boy with.
Killing a shark. He's.
What is that?
It's like a fish. He caught a fish.
All right.
VR World.
Thank you for playing.
And that's the game.
Did I use controller for this?
No, there's an X button on the move controller. It's
Oh, right.
the one on the bottom right of the 4 nub buttons. Okay, so scroll. It's only showing you those 3. That's weird. Are there more behind you? No? All right, maybe Ocean Descent, I guess.
Or like, can I? All right, let's just do it, huh?
Just do it.
Dive, dive, dive.
Have you done this before, the shark encounter?
No.
All right, let's do that one.
Have you ever encountered a shark?
No, I have not.
You're going to need everything you've learned in real life to survive. If you die in VR, you die in real life.
Ooh.
So these are the demos that they showed off at this concept when VR PlayStation VR was first revealed.
This was some of the stuff that they had on hand.
I got intel from my guy Connor that there was a lot of offshore salvage recorded in this area. Lots of surface debris. This dive should be more than worth the effort. I'm sensing it could be something big. No one's been exactly authorized to run salvage operations.
It tracks your head. You're able to stand up or sit down for most of these experiences, but you're not going to be able to take more than a step or two anywhere, right?
Yeah, you can kind of shift back and forth, but not too far.
I'm sending you down with the recovery drones.
Great.
They'll grab anything that isn't nailed down. I just need you eyes on to assess if there's anything of value once we hit bottom.
Did you remember to bring the oxygen tank, Rob?
Do I even have? I don't have a body, do I?
It's unknown waters down there, but we'll be with you
turtle.
every step of the way.
wish I had hands. I like having hands.
Hey, JJ, can I
This is that's a general.
Roger that. All systems
I think in life.
Establishing link to
I like having
Self
hands.
Pursuit in 3, 2, 1.
Jump.
Showtime. Scopes are live and on screen.
Cool, like, ambient audio. It's kind of nice. What am I doing?
Looks like we're good to go. JJ, lower away.
Yeah, this is pretty much a passive experience. So they're gonna lower
I
you
understand.
down, and well, I guess the shark's gonna attack you, right?
Stay sharp.
Yeah, spoilers in the title. kind of gives it away right there.
Interesting to your comms unit. Next floor, basement level.
So have you like let your parents try this, or your significant other, like people who might not normally be into games? Have you let them experience this yet?
No. It's not that I haven't let them. My parents live on the other side of the country, just.
So why are you holding it back from them?
Yeah, I don't want them to enjoy it. Yeah, no, I mean, it's pretty much been heads down trying to review games since we've gotten this.
Surface to air missile? Torpedo?
A tight descent. But hey,
What kind of ship am I running here?
the winch needs the best in the business.
You're James Cameron.
James Cameron, in search of the nuke.
We're getting multiple pings on the scopes.
You got pings.
So how does the immersion feel for you, man? Like, does this actually feel like something where you're gonna buy into whatever's gonna happen, or? I mean, obviously the studio environment's kind of killing things because you've got strangers talking to you.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I need. I mean, having just played those other two demos, I feel like I need to do something.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool idea for, you know. I don't know. Yeah. Like, who is this actually for? Like.
This is like a good first step.
Right.
I think for a lot of people.
Yeah, we went the wrong direction.
Like, I feel like this is something I would see like at a Best Buy. Like Buy VR.
In the YouTube chat, Francisco Fidalgo is asking any tracking issues. Nothing that bad. I don't, like, I know in the office I had to turn off some lights so that the PS4 camera didn't confuse those lights for my headset. I don't know what Giant Bomb's setup was like. It's very possible they had some stuff going on in the background that was confusing it. Everything I've done with tracking so far has been flawless. So, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of taken this apart more than anybody else. You've traveled with it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think you said now you have the setup and tear down to like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's super simple. I mean, it's like you plug in a USB and an HDMI cable to your PS4. You plug in a power cable to the processing box. Plug in the headset to the processing box. You plug in the camera. You're good to go. It's actually not that complicated. It's not as simple as the Oculus Rift, but that doesn't have like a second box you need to hook up. The Vive is just incredibly complex and complicated, and it won't even let you do like small scale room VR if you don't have enough space. You have to literally trace out the area using like one of their controllers, and if you don't have enough space, like physically when you trace it, it'll say, oh, sorry, we won't enable that. You don't even have an option to just say, well, I'll deal with it.
Guys.
And we're just gonna leave you here, Rob.
We're getting some comms interference. Can you hear me okay? We're gonna slow you down.
Didn't get that.
JJ, let's go easy on that winch.
You got it, boss. Slow it down.
Yeah, just keep dropping me down.
It's like a Disney ride. Just kind of watch.
All right.
It's very soothing.
Something's gonna. I'm getting an idea what's gonna happen. This is beautiful, and then a shark's gonna come out. No, I'm gonna get scared. Wow.
We got people in the chat saying that yes, there is a seated mode for Vive. I get that. It's the room scale VR that you can't do unless you have enough space. You can't even like, you know, fake it. So that's the problem.
What do you mean fake it?
Like if you were to just say, because like I had a room that was just big enough, but because there was a corner that bent, it wouldn't let me like, when I traced it, it literally was like, we see what you're tracing and there's not enough room. Even though it was just a corner. So there's no way to override that check. It definitely makes sure that you have to do it that way.
Yeah, bring me back up. I can't hear you.
So is PlayStation VR the thing that's finally going to tip VR into
No.
the realm of everybody buying it, everybody playing it?
No, because it's so focused on games. I mean, the future for VR is not games. That's like an important part of it, but
What's the future of VR?
for use in consumer applications, you know, like on
Aren't games
airplanes.
consumer applications?
Oh my god. If you want to, say, visit a place or
Ooh, sub.
check out a hotel room or a car before you have it, that's the sort of thing where I think people are going to see the benefit, where they can be somewhere else. But not necessarily a game that really just asks a lot of people. It's going to be more of the things that give you small benefits that could only be done in VR, where you can't physically be somewhere. Imagine like a senior citizen home where people can't physically leave. Like, holy hell, like to have this, they can be back in their hometown. They can converse with dead loved ones if they really wanted to, you know, if the services are there. I think those are going to be the things that really define VR. So this is great for now for PS4 owners who have the expendable cash, but it's not really going to like ignite the VR revolution worldwide. Nothing like that.
We haven't got a lot of time, but you're suited
Now, I
to
do
stay
see
for a while.
like being able to watch like a basketball NBA game, like watch the Warriors from front row seats
Right.
in a VR headset. Like that would
Yeah.
be really cool. I assume eventually we'll get to something like that.
Right.
Looks like Connor's got us.
Well, they do have things like that right now. Like, I think of the debates, you can watch some of the stuff in 360 VR using the Gear VR headset.
Because when I think of things that I want to see in 360
It's the debate,
degrees,
yep.
it's just Mike Pence's head. If I could see it from the moderator's perspective, though, like the moderator should just wear a camera.
Okay, keep an eye
We
out.
just start doing that now, like GoPros on everybody.
We don't have a lot of time.
Get them prepared.
Keep your eyes peeled for anything of interest. The drones will take care of the rest.
I'm getting a strong heat signature off something.
Rob, how are you doing down there?
You know, I feel like this expedition is not well planned. They seem to just be kind of going on a whim with me. But
I thought you were the leader of this.
oh, am I?
None of us know who's leading this. If you could type out the instructions on that pad in front of you, it would help. Just use your hands.
Whoa, that crate's red hot.
It is leaking radiation everywhere. How are you feeling?
That's what Connor wanted us to find.
Connor.
Easy does it. Careful with that cargo. Let's not set anything off down there.
This is also the beginning
We
of
need whatever
Sphere,
it is in one piece. Let's get it topside and see what
that
we
popular
have.
Michael Crichton movie.
I got a feeling we're not the only ones.
Is it Sphere? I thought it was called.
Was that Sphere? It was Sphere.
About the one where they're like trapped in that cube?
No, the one where they find the sphere in the ocean.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Hey, big guy. He's like, I'm here for the nuke too.
So PlayStation, this is part of PlayStation VR Worlds, which sounds kind of like a demo disc more than anything.
It's kind of like a demo disc. It provides experiences that give you an introduction to like passive VR like this, or like playing with guns and move controllers in something like London Heist.
I need that oxygen.
Oh, you're dead now.
He's like, just gonna take this.
You're gonna need a bigger boat, dude.
Okay, I guess I'm going up.
Is there anything on the horizon coming up for PSVR that we know about that you're really excited about?
That's a real good question. I think the biggest one right now is Resident Evil 7, and even for me, I'm not necessarily interested in playing it in VR. Because games where you're moving around in first person are a little problematic for me. I tend to get a little motion sick. Other than that, there's really not like a lot of games that are being talked about at the moment. I think a lot of the devs that were pushing their stuff to begin with are kind of going to get their stuff out the door, and then you'll see Sony probably talk about it again.
It seems like there was a big focus on the launch games.
Yeah.
The games that are coming out right now.
Yeah.
Now we don't know much else. I assume at PSX we'll hear a lot more about what games
so.
are in the future.
Yeah, I figured we were going to hear something at the PlayStation meeting back in September.
What are you waiting for? I know a good dentist.
What are you doing?
mine now. Uh-oh. Hey. Yeah, you need headgear, dude. Well, I can tell you what's going on. I'm a little exposed, and the shark is gonna be, yeah. He's super smart. He's like, I'm coming around. Here we go. What? Stop playing with your food, shark.
Did they just give up on pulling you out of the water?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, hey, come here. Come on! I really want him to rip an arm off or something, but... Come on! Come on! Dude.
He's just teasing you.
Hi, he's like,
It's a
hey.
flirt.
Ooh, I got an itch there.
Hey, let's go! Let's do it! Oh, see? You idiot. You're all fired. Yeah, that was pretty funny, wasn't it? Glad you guys are laughing it up. Yeah. Is there, so there's like a big story with all this, like as it moves along, or
That's
what?
it.
So like there are different levels, correct? Different worlds.
Yeah, different worlds, different mechanics, stuff like that. But yeah, Rob, we're gonna take you out right now, and I'm gonna jump in and play some Thumper.
Dude, do it.
Thump it.
Let's do it. We're
So
gonna-
this
All
is
right.
the sequel to Bambi, Thumper.
Yes. Take off my mic.
Take off my mic.
And so I think Thumper is one of the games that Peter has been talking about a lot, and that we gave a 9 to on GameSpot, which not unprecedented, but there aren't a lot of games that score in that super high range. And I think on the PlayStation VR launch lineup especially, like it's probably Peter's biggest standout.
That's right, Justin.
Nobody can hear you.
That's right, Justin.
I'll look at the chat while you guys are moving around. I don't have anything interesting to say.
Hey, that's not true.
It's Rob. How much hard drive space are they taking up? Oh, I have no idea. Peter might be able to answer that when he sits down.
I have no idea. Something like Thumper is like 1.6 gigs.
So nothing takes up the number of gigs of like a Destiny or like a big AAA experience.
Nothing that I've played yet. All right. So Thumper, we get ready to play, is a rhythm violence game.
Do you say rhythm violence?
Yes, that is what the devs have coined, and I'd say that's fairly accurate because while it's a rhythm game, you're creating music, but you're also using music as a means to understand
the world,
how to survive, and how to fight enemies. Hopefully, I can show you what I mean. Strap in right now. All right.
I think I had it a little too pressed against my forehead.
Oh no, it looks good. Is it
The
on
issue
camera?
was when I was looking up the weight of the headset.
I know. So Peter, like he said, was wearing this for hours at a stretch, and then he'd take it off. He has these really attractive lines just furrowed into his face.
Thank you.
It's like it's the opposite of hat hair. It's VR face.
Right.
Yeah.
It's VR face.
Butt face.
Butt face.
That's me. It's made by Drool. New studio.
Is this how it's gonna leave you after? Just drooling. Yeah, seeing you play at this game at your desk, man.
It's something else.
Something else.
Yeah. Like I said in my review, which I encourage you guys to check out to get like a real full understanding of this game.
Nobody likes to read words, Peter.
I know. Rock Band, Amplitude, we've seen these rhythm games come back, but at the same time, they haven't really reinvented rhythm games the way this has.
So the wheel isn't being reinvented.
The wheel is not being reinvented. I'm gonna start playing level 1, show you guys just the basics as it runs me through the tutorial. Then I'm gonna jump out and continue playing level 2.
So like I think visually, when you first look at this, the comparison is definitely to Amplitude, but it's not quite like that.
Right. Because again, it's not like if you fail to miss every note, the game is like, huh, you suck, you didn't make the song, you have to start over.
Well, it's less just about the music. Like
Right.
Rock Band especially, Amplitude to a degree, were about experiencing those songs. And this is not about experiencing the song as much.
Well, the song plays a part in the sort of heightened sense of immersion that you get because it is so intense and relentless in a way. The best way to describe it is if you're facing an army who's got like a phalanx of drummers kind of providing an intimidating beat. And having that in your ear, being surrounded by all these things that you guys see sort of flying past me, really does add up to something that feels much more convincing and daunting in a good way. So what you're seeing right now is it's basically teaching me how to hit these notes. Pretty basic. Pretty soon we're gonna get into some turns, I believe. You can't really make a sharp turn unless you hold down a button. You have to kind of grind a wall. And you can only really get hit twice. And so you get hit, I'll show you right here, if I don't turn properly.
Oh, you lose a shell.
Right. But if you miss a note, it's usually fine. There are some instances where if you miss a note, the game will punish you, but it's few and far between. Pretty much only during boss fights where it makes you repeat sections of a boss fight, or during these sections when an enemy appears around the track and is literally there to just solely to punish you for missing a note. Otherwise, you can skip it, but there are lots of barriers and obstacles you have to contend with. So that's where the interactivity kind of comes into play, where you have to react. The game does a pretty good job of telegraphing what's to come. Each obstacle that it places on the track, if you listen carefully, you'll hear it gives off a little sound, and that's to sort of tell you, what's to come. And in the later levels, when this goes really, really, really fast, you need to be really in tune with those sounds. Otherwise, if you're trying to react in the moment based on what you see, it's really tough.
Yeah.
You kind of have to let every sense guide you, not just your vision.
So Rob, you just spent the last 4 hours in VR. How do you feel?
4 hours?
You've been gone for days. Didn't you know? We went out, we had some dinner.
Oh my God.
You were just sitting there the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, of the 3 that I played, I kind of like to see more of that Batman one.
I want to see Batman Job Simulator.
Yes. but Bruce Wayne, just doing his taxes. Yeah, I don't know. I feel
Any
well,
effect?
right.
You just feel good?
I feel good. Having done like the Vive and the other ones, it's the standing games, I think, that will have more of an impact on how do you feel afterwards. Like, we did a stream for the Vive, and before we went live, someone had moved those sensors in the room while I was playing.
Oh, geez.
And holy God, like your horizon, everything as what you're looking at gets shifted up, and oh my God, it was like someone broke a nerve in my brain. It felt like it made me feel sick for the rest of the day.
All right, I'm gonna switch to level 2 right now. I'm gonna back out of this.
So the Thumper is the name of this game, and it's also a game that's on regular PS4. This does not require PSVR.
Correct.
But
Yeah,
you
you can
gave this a
play
9.
without it.
Did this get a 9 because it is a really good VR experience? Is this good regardless of being on VR?
It's good regardless of being in VR, but VR takes it to a different level. It's the sort of experience where, after playing like a dozen minutes, really fast-paced gameplay, and then you get to sort of a quiet section like this maybe, you sort of realize in the moment where it's quiet, like, wow, I don't really understand everything I just did because it happened so fast. And somehow I succeeded in the face of these just relentless, fast-paced challenges, which is kind of an interesting feeling, right? Where the game kind of just fully immerses you in what's happening. It's not like I believe that I'm here, but my brain is completely just tied into what's happening in the game, and everything else, including myself, almost doesn't matter at that point. Which sounds really like flowery and imaginative, but I promise you, spending a full day in this game will have a pretty incredible effect on your psyche.
Man, I can see it already. This sounds really cool.
When I was after I played that day, I had to drive home, and I was actually worried getting in the car because my heart rate was still going pretty fast, and I felt disoriented, not nauseous, but just like everything was moving slower or at a different pace than usual, just because
You're like,
my
I just
brain...
need to pump the gas a little bit harder.
Yeah, right.
I need to get on a freeway.
Sadly, this isn't my account, so I don't have access to the later levels. This is fairly intense, but man, it really does ramp up to the point where it is just, if you even like consciously try to figure out what's going on, you're going to fail. You just, again, you have to just give yourself up to everything that's happening. I imagine drugs would help too.
Drugs like caffeine, legal drugs,
Right.
that everyone is allowed to take. I have caffeine every morning.
So there are a lot of opportunities to score optional points here. You may see me jumping and blocking, hitting some blue rings. Again, not necessary, only if you want to hit the leaderboards. Oop. So I was supposed to jump over that guy, did not. So during these boss fights, these green notes, if I miss one, I have to start a round over, and there are 4 rounds to each boss fight. If you do it perfect, you get a little health replenishment. If you have to redo it, you don't get one until the next round, assuming that you do that one perfectly.
So, the story of this game is that you're a bug from the future who uses sick beats to fight tentacle monsters.
Yes, in a world where the only thing that matters is luge racing.
Luge racing beetles.
Man,
It's pretty trippy.
it is.
Yeah, it's something else, man. Yeah, even if you don't have PlayStation VR, I cannot recommend this game enough. I don't know if it's for everyone because it definitely gets really, really hard. This is all kind of simple stuff right here, if I'm honest, relative to the rest of the game.
How much is this game?
I don't know off the top of my head. Sorry.
I think this is $90. I'm making that price up, but
It's probably around 20 bucks, I would guess.
Right.
So I'm just gonna finish out this level. Got a couple more sections to go. And then I'll switch into the next game, which I think is DriveClub. Is it?
Cool. No, the next game is Super Hypercube.
Ah, yes. A game with a lot of potential that I just...
that's another game a lot of people have loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Well, we'll see. It's got good atmosphere, but the puzzle mechanic, the way it utilizes VR is like, okay, VR works, but it's not the sort of thing that you need VR to play. So it feels a little flimsy in terms of like, okay, why am I playing this in VR? Well, the answer, as you'll find out, is that, you know, you're in a weird, trippy world, kind of like this one. But as far as a puzzle game goes, it doesn't really benefit from being in VR. It's also really tough.
So this was your first experience with PlayStation VR, Rob? What have been your favorite VR experiences overall?
Off the top of my head, I'd say with the Oculus Rift, Wind Lens, which is like the grapple, Spider-Man-esque type of like open world game where you just kind of hit checkpoints and travel about. I did it with the Vive, and I did not like it as much. It made me actually sick. And I wouldn't be able to maybe explain why, but the sitting down with the Oculus in that game was great. I mean, it was all just head tracking. Wherever I looked, just a static crosshair would be where I could grapple and pull and move around. But there was something about with the Vive standing and having just like too much to do, like 2 hands grappling and you're looking around and you're moving. I don't know. I feel like it was like an overload. Just like compared to like an Oculus or like right now with the VR, PlayStation VR, just sitting down. It's much more forgiving and less intense on your brain, I feel like. And I'd even argue like long plays standing games, I bet have heard like profound effect on like getting that nauseous feeling. Like sitting down, I feel like if you're in a cockpit or like this game even, I don't get sick from these. But yeah.
Yeah, not having a lot of, I guess, vertical movement.
Right.
That seems to be the thing that, for me, trips me up. Like, whether I'm in a cockpit or not. If it's a mostly smooth experience, it's pretty fun. Whenever there's a drop, like that automatically just triggers something in my brain. I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel good. And I don't know why, because the sense of speed doesn't tend to bother me.
Yeah.
This seems ridiculously intense.
Right.
Yeah, I wish I could show you the later stuff because this is like, it's
But
intense. I mean, it is intense, but this
It's
game's
just so in your face.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like you could play this game, Peter, for like hours on end and not feel any. I mean, you kind of already mentioned it. Like not as sickness, more just like you just feel exhausted after.
You feel tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely like the way I explained it was like my complexion paled and like my eyes, widened, my heart rate, raced. Like it has a physical effect on you, for certain, but it's not necessarily a bad one. Just depends how much you can take. Like, if someone had epilepsy or like a heart problem, I probably would not recommend they play this game.
Oh my God.
I think it would actually be a recipe for disaster.
Man, I wonder, is there even like a warning?
No, not that I saw.
I feel like you would want that because you're totally right.
Yeah, games used to have that.
Yeah, I think even now, like even like a Call of Duty game, I feel like sometimes it would have it like that. I don't know.
I feel like they've just given up. Like, no.
Right.
Deal with it.
If you're not having a seizure, you're not having a seizure.
Someone had a question that I actually don't know the answer to. It's about streaming in VR.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you can stream regular PlayStation 4 games. Can you stream PSVR games the same way?
Do you mean like through the PlayStation service, like on the console? I'm not positive. I think you can actually, because I was playing one game where it told me, oh, streaming's off for like some scene, and then it turned back on. So maybe that is possible. I haven't tried it. Obviously, you can feed out an HDMI signal to a box and do it that way, but have to look into the built-in streaming feature. I'm not sure.
It doesn't seem like there's anything limiting you from doing this the same way that you do every PlayStation game.
Right.
Just hit the button.
Yeah. I think I accidentally did it right earlier on. Shared a video.
So, Rob, are you excited for the VR future? Do you feel like this is something that's actually going to take over? Is it a fad?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it just depends on the library for me.
If it's all Batman?
If it's all Batman, yeah. I for one, think like any kind of cockpit, I mean, being like a big fan of like flying games and flight sims and stuff like that, like that is where I'd want to go. Like I've been meaning to, I want to try out, War Thunder is a World War II flight sim game that's free play, and I'm pretty sure they have Oculus Rift support, but I really want to try that out. That just seems surreal and perfect. I think that's like anything within a cockpit where you're seated.
Come up on a boss fight here, like a cooler one.
Reminds me of No Man's Sky.
Oh, this is No Man's Sky. Sean Murray didn't say all this time, this is what it's been leading to.
This segues.
This is the center of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Here he comes. So this guy gets more and more ornate and scary, I guess you could say, over time. He's a real dick.
He's got a face.
He does have a face.
This is Frank. He's the ruler of the future, where bugs do the luge.
He works in IT.
Things in VR really need better dentists. I saw that with the shark, this guy, a lot of the people in Rush of Blood.
Yeah.
Bad VR teeth.
That game was cool. The shooting one I did earlier. I think Peter said it, or you even. If it didn't have so much of that like arcadey roller coaster, if they just went full horror,
right?
I would have had a much better time.
So that's why I'm so excited for Resident Evil.
Right.
Because like the thought of playing PT, the Silent Hills demo, like that in VR would have been an amazing experience. That way too intense, but oh my god, that would be
Can you
good.
imagine?
Like something that looks that good, that realistic, and just the scares were so effective.
Right. Yeah, especially like PT would be freaking insane.
But the thing that breaks that immersion for me is like what you were doing in Batman, where you're able to reach out and you're able to touch things, but nobody reacts. Like PT, I think works because there's not a lot that you could really touch and interact with, whereas something where you have your hands, and you're gonna reach out and grab things. Whether if there's a zombie in front of you, and if he's just like getting in your face, and you could put your hand up and touch it, like, well, unless he's gonna grab my hand and start yanking it off.
That'd be pretty funny. That'd be a lot of dialogue options though, where it's just like, dude, I'm trying to give you a tutorial. Stop touching me. Like, what's your problem?
Stop it.
Will you pick that up? You pick it up, or I'm not going to give you the tutorial. You can pick that up.
Super Hypercube.
Yeah, this is a game from Kokoromi, which is a art collective out of Canada. Polytron worked with them. Polytron, the team behind Fez. And Phil Fish is involved with this, even though he quit making games, apparently.
Yeah, Super Hypercube, I think, is one of the games that we've heard the most about in the lead up to PlayStation VR. It's kind of like this indie experience that melds puzzle solving and virtual reality in ways that sound and seem interesting.
And they totally are. Like, this is a concept I think they probably were inspired by those Japanese TV shows where people have to like fit through weird holes in walls.
We have that in the US too.
I guess I'm not all smart like you. Yeah, but it's a really sound concept that makes a lot of sense. The thing is that the way this game sort of ramps up the difficulty, as you'll see, you start off with 1 cube you have to fit through a wall. And it adds 2 cubes to the cluster. Before you know it, your cluster is a couple hundred cubes large, and you have to try to rotate it and fit it through some holes that are just like really hard to decipher. I'll show you what I mean here. Let's get right into it. Wah. Wah. And like, being inside this colorful space and all of that is a lot of fun. So the only VR gimmick is being immersed and moving so I can see behind the cube, my cube cluster, right?
Gotcha.
Could totally be done without VR. And I'm very confused to see so many people say that this game like totally takes advantage of it. I just don't get it. I mean, I get the game, but I don't get why this is like an incredible VR experience when I could easily hit a button to make my cube go transparent or move the camera with an analog stick, but I don't have any of those options. This game will not start outside of VR. So it's exclusive to the platform, and I personally feel like that's a misstep. Probably gonna lose out a lot of money.
There's also a wide gap, I think, in the type of VR games out there, like things that are interesting and fun to watch, and things that are interesting and fun to play, is my diplomatic way of saying games like this, a lot less fun to watch.
Yeah.
And Thumper. Like, that's something that seems like you want to experience it.
Piece-ish.
Right.
More than you want to watch somebody play Tetris.
Oh, totally.
All right, well, thanks for that confidence boost, Justin.
Rush of Blood, Batman, things where just dumb, weird things are gonna happen.
Right. So sometimes you get this thing. It's technically like a boss wall, just rotates. As you see, I can like boost through things, which gives me a couple special abilities. One will slow down time. The other one lets me blow up a wall. You can only unlock the one that blows up a wall if you don't use the one that slows down time. And in later levels, when things get really chaotic, it's actually really hard to build up those meters. So they become really difficult to rely upon.
How many cubes have you gotten to? Like, what's your high score?
I want to say 460 something.
Can you even see around it at that point? It seems like the screen
But that's what I'm saying. It's really tough. Like, farts.
No.
Damn it.
Glad we could help.
I should have slowed down time. That was my bad.
Oh.
I'll give this one more go. It does let you afterwards see what you did wrong to try to correct it. So imagine trying to do this in real time. Like, it's when you have hundreds of cubes, it's like, how do they fit? I mean, this comes down more to the player. There you go. More to the player's like mental capacity to sort of like hold these complex shapes in their head and manage what the various silhouettes look like from different angles. It's very hard to do that at certain points. And it's one of these games where I couldn't finish it before reviewing it. Like, I couldn't beat it. But, people don't necessarily beat Tetris on a regular basis. Like, once you hit a certain level, that gets really hard. And so it's like that. It's a natural progression, and it's really, it's the people who maybe have the mental acuity just built into them.
So it's not an endless game?
No, as far as I understand, there are only 10 groups of levels. So 10 levels with multiple walls. I think 10 walls each.
Even this is, I don't know how you feel about it, Justin. Like, it's hard to actually see the silhouette from like looking at your, like you have I'm sure a better understanding, but like I can barely see it.
Oh, just slightly,
the silhouette.
So you at some points you do have to wait for it to get closer to really make it out.
Right.
Which at that point you're kind of like, oh, farts.
Wait, I actually haven't played this one. I've seen people play this a lot. I've not played it in PlayStation VR. But it seems like I can't see at all. Like maybe you do have a better angle on it?
A little, right? But so that's the whole gimmick is like, well, you can't see, so hey, let's play in VR so you can move around it. But why not just hit a button to make it all transparent? Like again, that would just solve the issue immediately. If I could just make these cubes go away for a second. So the challenge then becomes, okay, you have to crane your neck, or you can sit to the side the whole time. But is that fun? Oh.
And maybe it would reduce some of the challenge if you could make them transparent.
It might reduce some of the challenge, but what is that challenge, really? The challenge is looking past something that's obstructing your view. Like, I don't go to the movies and say, oh, that movie was so good, I had to look around this guy's head the whole time. That's kind of what this is saying.
If there's not somebody like directly in front of me and I have to kind of crane around them, I like it more also when they shift back and forth for no reason. Yeah, this is like that experience in a game.
Basically, right? Like, I don't think it's that fun. I love the puzzle concept. I really do. But this whole act is just...
When I saw Force Awakens for the first time, the guy in front of me was like balding. So it was like 3 or 4 hairs, but his head was just over the bottom of the frame the whole time. And I tried to sit up above the whole time. I had that bald head right on screen. It was fun.
So are you gonna buy a PlayStation VR, Rob?
I don't think I'm gonna buy any VR for a while.
What's gonna push it over for you?
I don't know. I feel like a couple games, you know, I don't know. Like something, again, like a genre of games that I enjoy, like I want to see more of those. Like I was just thinking like War Thunder is actually on PS4. I wonder if they'll make that shift. But something with like multiplayer, heavy multiplayer like dogfighting or racing with VR is something where I want to interact. Like Rec Room, right, is one that's pretty interesting, where you're like interacting with people in a lobby. I want some like more of that. Like
it'd be cool to do like a Jackbox game in VR. Like I bet they could come up with a cool idea.
Yeah, exactly. Like oh totally, they could totally do that. Like a Pictionary type game. Oh, absolutely. Imagine that. Just like a bunch of random people in like a couch, just living room. You got people drawing, people throwing like mugs at you as you're doing it.
You get like bottles of paint. You could throw them at the canvas.
Yeah.
Like stuff you wouldn't be able to draw or create in the real world because it would be too messy.
Right.
You could use milk and ketchup and.
My favorite.
I love it. Milk and ketchup.
Yeah.
Those are my artistic
Peas and
mediums.
carrots.
As an artist, that's what I use in my medium. Oh, it's green now.
Play-by-play commentary.
Ooh.
I think he's going to try to get through this wall by moving his shape.
That's 2 more cubes, Justin. Let's see how he plays this out.
Can he do it? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got this. Wait.
Yeah, wow.
I like the kind of retro aesthetic, though.
It's like living in like a school photograph from the 80s.
Yeah.
I want these to be my photo backgrounds. Mm-hmm. Like that should be an option where I can turn off the game and just get my picture taken, like do selfies.
I can't see anything.
Backgrounds.
All right.
Hope is the ending of this game like?
I don't know. Damn it.
But you like had to look it up for the narrative, right?
New best.
Ooh, new best. That's good. Is the ending gonna be like a giant space baby with like an eclipse?
All right.
It's very symbolic.
I'm gonna back out. Do some Drive Club.
Yeah.
All right. It's Tokyo Drift. Let's do it. Where is it?
Awesome.
What kind of experiences do you want to play in VR? Is it? You kind of answered that.
Yeah, I would say also horror games like that. When I did Resident Evil, that was a lot of fun. I really could see that working out well. But man, like having played that demo with like 2 people watching, with like, like house lights on. To play that alone in your room, lights out, 1 a.m.
Well, lights out doesn't seem like it's gonna matter because you have a headset on.
I can still see a little bit of light. Yeah. Depends. But I think there's something also about like knowing that the room is really dark.
What if we put a towel over your head?
Okay.
It's just. Oh no, that would cover the lights though. Yeah. If we tape it to your face.
Hey, can you guys give me a hand real quick?
With what?
Sorry, it's here now. Got it. This disc was not appearing. All right, so yeah, this is the demo disc that's included with the headset. It comes with a bunch of different stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
DriveClub VR.
PlayStation VR, the demo disc.
The demo disc.
So there is no packaged in game with the PlayStation VR, but you do get a demo of several games, right?
Yes.
Oh, look at all those
things that are
battery
connected.
Life, yeah.
Good battery life.
Good battery life.
That's the thing that I also really want that'll kind of help push me over the edge is a wireless headset. Like I do worry about battery life on something like that, but being tethered in all the time is distracting.
Oh, totally.
Because I played a little bit of Batman a while back when some other people were reviewing it, and moving around is great. And I did it in the standing experience, but that you always have that cord behind you, and I keep like just bumping into it. It's like,
Right.
As much as the Batman already takes me out of it whenever I look into a mirror and I'm like, I'm Batman, and I just do dinosaur arms, having the cord takes me out in a different way.
Totally. Yeah, and especially with the standing Vive stuff too, right? Having to in the back of your mind be like,
don't trip.
Consciously remember where the cord is near your, as far as your feet.
Don't rip everything out of the computer.
Right.
Have it all come crashing down.
Jesus.
So now we're gonna play DriveClub.
Yeah.
So this is essentially the same game. This is just DriveClub, but in a virtual reality experience.
Great.
Are there any new cars? Is there anything added to it or anything different?
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's the same game.
We're experts.
Man, so yeah, we have that driving wheel set up.
Oh,
that
would
really
be sick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do any of the driving wheels work with DriveClub on PS4? Like on the console?
Sure. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
And you get a fan blowing on you?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to do like a open canopy flight sim. Get a scarf.
And you just need two people standing on either side of you watching and just kind of pushing the wheel, pushing you back and forth so you feel
Right. I want that. This is cool. Oh yeah. Oh.
So does this feel more like real driving than just playing a game, Peter?
Yeah, because I can check my mirrors to see people behind me and such.
Yeah.
And you definitely do. You don't get the sense of inertia or other things, from driving up a hill. There's no G-forces or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But it's certainly much different than playing it, just on a TV. Ah, crunch.
No, this is very real. That's how Peter drives in real life.
Oh yeah.
I've been in a car with him. It's frightening.
Yeah, that mirror check is pretty cool.
Well, just being able to, I think, glance in a mirror instead of pushing a button and having that as a separate thing.
And look to your left and right. I've been playing a lot of Forza. I do love the first-person camera angles, but eventually you got to go to third person in order to not have to constantly switch your scene and look to the left and the right. This is just so fluid. Makes sense.
It's interesting that a lot of people call out, are asking us to play games that don't exist.
Yeah.
In VR, Dark Souls VR. Let's do Call of Duty VR. Okay. I'd play Dark Souls VR. That'd be good. Well, would an action game work? No, it's maybe
person?
from top down. Maybe I guess that would ruin some of the surprise deaths.
Yeah.
It's it would be an action figure set that you'd move your Dark Souls guy around.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it's all first person. That's the whole gimmick, right? It's first person.
But you're looking down on it.
Right. But I don't know, just to look around. What was that one game, Peter?
Chronos?
Yep. Chronos. I think that game did it right, where it was fixed camera angles. You controlled the guy you know, like very reminiscent of like Ocarina of Time, right? Like when you're like in your house, like you're able to look around and control the player in like different.
It's very similar to Resident Evil, actually, the way that
Right.
used fixed cameras. Although you could move the camera, it was just in like a fixed position in a room. So
Right.
as you went from room to room, you'd get new angles. But that was a really good way to like, you know, telegraph something was going to come, but also give you control to like feel, I don't know if immerse is the right way, but feel present.
Right. Oh yeah.
Is the steering wheel indicator showing your what gear you're in? Do you see how it lights up?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's clever.
Like Forza would be really cool to play.
In PlayStation VR, I think that'll happen.
I'm just saying. Well, in general, VR. Like I've just been playing that game a lot. Although the resolution in this is, I mean, noticeable for us, but like, I don't know. You know, it's a different story when you have that headset on. You know, like I feel like you're a little more forgiving with like resolution and stuff. That's finished.
Yeah,
No?
it depends on the game. Like, how do you feel about the resolution of this? Like, watching this after watching some of the other games, it feels like there's a noticeable dip comparatively. But do you even notice that, Peter, when you're playing it, when you're in that experience?
Not really, no. And again, it's not like I just put on a Vive and then I put this on right after, you know what I mean? It's like, it's all relative to, I think, the game and what your experience is with other headsets. For the most part, the resolution I'm seeing here is totally fine. I can imagine what it might be like if it was better, but I'm not like that worried about it. Still doing a decent job.
This is my favorite part of the game.
Yeah, I love, dude.
You
Watch
just
that one on the top. All right, now it's on the bottom.
Now watch
Now
it.
it's on the top.
Oh,
Oh, see?
Is there online play for DriveClub?
I'm not sure. I don't believe so. I mean, this is just a demo.
So for the demo now.
In the full game, probably, yeah. Like the real game.
If you could look in your car and see other people with their headsets on. Like, I want the camera to capture this.
I'm gonna play
Headmaster.
Play Headmaster real quick.
Oh.
Oh, hello. This is a game all about headbutting balls.
Great.
Yep.
Just like real life.
A normal day at the office.
I'm into it.
A lot of people are curious about cinema mode, and they want to watch cinema mode, but I don't think it's interesting to watch because it's more like watching somebody else play a game.
I'm happy to play Rocket League on cinema mode if you guys want.
No, please don't.
Oh, come on.
Like I think it's a cool experience to be in, but it definitely doesn't translate to a stream.
No.
Right.
It's like having an over-the-shoulder camera.
Yeah.
People don't know what they're asking for. This looks like
That's
you're at a
loud.
farm. Why are people cheering you at a? Are you at a prison?
It looks like a prison.
No, it's you're right. It's a prison. You're trapped here against your will.
Welcome.
Welcome, stranger.
Hello, prospective student. Welcome to the Football Improvement Center.
I don't want to go to this school.
Recent performance, your club has sent you to our heading facility for a free consultation. During this brief visit, our world-class staff will assess you for a long-term...
All good interviews start with a light just shining directly in your face.
And then a welcome sign.
It's actually a really good interview technique.
Okay.
That's what we.
Got
If
it.
you ever try to get a job here at GameSpot, we put you in a dark room and just shine a light in your face. Ask you
What's your favorite
questions.
game? What year was Pac-Man published?
Get slapped every time you get the wrong answer.
Hey, bud.
Ooh.
Robert. Hey.
Hey, Rob. That's you.
Peter, did you do that?
It looks just like you.
It looks a lot like me.
That's it. That's uncanny.
I made this game.
Please perform the proper heading motion now. Thank you.
Nailed it.
Through mastering this,
Peter, you're really good.
Dude, I know.
please use the proper heading motion to direct these footballs into the net.
Let's do it. Come on. Oh, watch. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, that felt weird.
I bet. Oh, yeah. Peter, I want you to review this game and play it for 4 hours.
Now observe the scoreboard to learn about our evaluations.
Dude.
That's good.
Why is this a thing?
It's like you're hitting it with your head in virtual reality.
Oh my god. This would kill your neck.
I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna smack your head.
I can just let the balls hit me in the face. I don't even have to do
See, this is another thing where, like, if there were a gyroscope in the headset, you just get a little kickback every time.
Great. Cool. Justin, you want to play Rez?
Yeah.
All right.
30.
Points are used to earn stars. Each round can
I'll play one
award
round of this.
3 stars. Begin.
Beat my score.
Oh, the guy's kicking it from behind. I thought, like, why is there a goalie behind the net?
I literally just keep my head where it is, and I am good.
Oh, 30 points! This is effective.
Damn it.
Now you're getting it, kid.
Head it. There you go. Look at that. It's amazing.
Peter, you could be a professional soccer player.
It's called football, Rob?
Whatever.
Ooh. Say what?
Like, give it back to him.
All right. That's a good time to stop.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's do Rez.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to take off my microphone.
I'm going to take off my headset and my
And
microphone.
I'm going to sit here.
Do you want this microphone?
Woo.
Sure. Give it.
Whoa. I just want to play Thumper.
Yeah. Whoa, this laptop's running low on batteries.
It does that when it's not plugged in.
It was full.
That coffee.
It's empty. It's empty.
Cool.
How you feeling?
Fine.
Great.
Feels so good.
Great.
Forehead's a little sweaty.
Yeah?
Yeah. Otherwise, good.
Could that Headmaster game do some work on your neck, you think, if you played?
Yeah, I don't want to play the game. Where's the headphone jack? It's in the little remote that's on the cable. Oh, yeah. All right, so yeah, we're going to wrap it up here with Justin playing the level of Rez that's on the demo disc, and then he's also going to play the kitchen teaser from Resident Evil 7.
Justin, I think you should put both earphones in. Start some shit. I want you to get immersed. He's got it figured out. Man.
Oh, there's a buy button. You can just buy from right here.
It's so funny, like just when like seeing you in the office, just like
acting like a weirdo.
It's just hilarious. It's like this is the life now.
Yeah.
Do you get like sometimes when like I'm in that public area, are you afraid that someone's like messing with you? Like do you ever like you turn that off and you trust your office?
I mean, what's the worst someone could really do to me?
Oh, we do bad stuff to you.
Yeah. No, I don't worry about it. If I was at home, right, and like, if let's say my house got broken into one day, I would probably be paranoid from that point on to play VR unless I made sure every single thing is locked, because that's probably gonna be a thing. Like we're gonna see some Twitch streamer playing a VR game. Next thing you know, dude with a gun, back of his head. Like, why wouldn't that happen?
Right.
Yeah.
Or like get swatted and you're just like,
and you're just
doing that. He's showing resistance. Oh,
we can't see a thing at all. What you're hearing is Rez. What you're seeing is Justin.
Justin, what do you see right now?
I see Rez. You guys not see Rez?
We don't see Rez.
Is that something I need to change?
No, I think you're probably good.
This is a cool game.
Can you do an interpretive dance?
Should we try to back out?
Do I need to back out?
I don't know, maybe.
Got some tech support coming.
Also, Justin, you don't have your microphone on?
Oh.
Well, there's nothing on this.
Justin, are you really saying something right now?
Yeah, no, I'm playing Rez. I know I'm dying now because I'm putting my microphone.
Okay. Go to the menu.
Yeah, try to go to home menu, back out. All right.
Okay, that's popping up. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got that.
close it. Maybe close the game and reopen it.
Yeah.
We gotta sit through that loading screen again though.
Cool.
Give it a shot.
Let's try this again.
Okay.
PlayStation VR. We jack in.
It's promising.
So people, yeah, like the reason we're able to stream this is because you can actually like see the game that's being played on a TV if you have your PS4 hooked up to the headset and the television, which is called like spectator mode. That's how the people see what you're doing.
Man.
I love this game. Where's the dots gonna go? How many?
Let's hope they stay.
There's 6 of them. They're going in a circle. Going
We're seeing that.
counterclockwise. Nope, they stopped. Oh, they're no. Oh, so many dots.
Just hit X, you're good.
All right.
There we go.
There we go.
See it all?
Wait, we've seen this though, right?
Yeah, but we couldn't see this before when he was selecting Rez. So.
Cool. Excelente. Whoa.
Do you like my body?
Such smooth skin.
Loading screens of the game. Ow. Oh, that's so bright. All right, so you guys see this now?
Yes.
We're all good? Cool.
Ooh.
Bathe with me.
Oh, hi, Justin. You
It's
just
a light shower.
caught me bathing.
Ooh.
This is me. I'm much less hot. So Rez was a game about birth. Like it was kind of going through the birth canal, right? That was the...
I think it was, yeah, it was an allegory of like life and death. So the deal here is that you hold a button, and while you move the reticule over various enemies, you can let go and fire like homing missiles. And what is really cool about this game is that pretty much no matter how you do it, it'll sync up and create a beat that makes sense with the music. And so the more enemies you track onto, sort of like the faster the music goes. And you can upgrade your person, which will also make the music have a little bit more depth to it with a few more instruments and channels. If you get hit by certain enemies that fire missiles at you and later on, your body shrinks down to like this little just like cube essentially, and you don't have as much music playing. And so the cool thing about this game is like, yeah, this is in VR and this works really well. It's on rails. The final level, Area X, is new to this, and that is sort of like a free flying experience where you're not tethered to a specific track. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but pretty much everyone that has played that has just raved about it.
Yeah. This is one of those games where it really needs the hip representation of what the person is seeing, I feel like.
Right,
like,
totally.
Like having just straight gameplay is kind of,
Yeah.
it's not
It's a
very
little
appealing.
too chaotic.
Yeah. It's like Star Fox status.
It's really cool to be in it.
Ooh.
It's really good. Like it feels really good.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh. Dang. Whoa. So there was it kind of forcing you to look left?
No, so he gets to, well, the camera
He's
may
just following.
The camera may shift a little bit.
Yeah.
In the original game, it would, to a degree, shift, but for the most part, it's up to you.
Ooh.
Never catch me.
One of the things the story about this revival of Rez is kind of interesting because the developer Tetsuya Mizuguchi, he's all about combining like interactivity with music, and VR sort of allowed him, in his words, to realize the original vision he had for Rez. And in the process, he seems to have like been rejuvenated. Like all he wants to do now is make games again. When he was silent for a long time, he wasn't really in the public eye as a developer as much as he was in the past. So it's kind of cool to see just how technology can inspire people, maybe who haven't made games in a while, to jump back in. All right, yeah, so that's just the demo.
Cool.
The last one, Justin, if you can back out, is the kitchen demo. Which you played, right? In VR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Lantern. I played the Lantern.
Oh, okay, okay.
Justin, have you played any of these Resident Evil demos in VR?
I have. I might have played the kitchen demo last year at Comic-Con. Not this year's Comic-Con, like 2015. If it's the same thing, I remember it being a little bit silly. Yeah, loading screens.
Loading.
That did feel really good. I haven't tried Resin virtual reality before.
Right.
I want to try that.
And I don't like Rez as much as I think some people, but that was definitely a really good way to play it. That felt really cool.
So this one, compared to the Lantern, is much more open world or exploration, like compared to
the kitchen demo.
Yeah.
If it's the one I'm thinking of, you're actually like tied to a chair.
Oh.
Play.
Yeah. You're someone's hostage, and they're basically like toying with you, like walking around, like doing stuff to you. I know.
Well,
that
like
sounds like a
feeding you
dream.
like easy cheese.
Baby bones. Easy cheese.
You love it, don't you?
You guys are breaking my immersion. So this is not Resident Evil 7. It's like a demo that ties into the demo.
Yeah, I mean, there is that sort of like tape thing to Resident Evil 7 where you get to experience like bite-sized stories and events outside of the present. You're sort of like reliving the past through these tapes. I feel like this might eventually be one of those, like when the game is finally finished, but I think they have said like, this was really made to showcase VR and, create a setting that you would find in Resident Evil 7. But I mean, they've got the camera there, it's taping you, so I have to imagine that means it'll be in there.
That's my
That'd
hands.
be cool.
Yeah.
And my hands are tied together, so it makes sense for the controller. Oh, cool.
I'm a director, mommy.
That was expensive camera. What is around your... Oh.
Hey, come here. Dude, help me out here. I don't know. You need to clean up more often. It's like, what? You made pasta sauce. You just left it all over the stove.
Shit is right. Let's help each other here.
Hey, you bite mine, and then I'll take care of yours.
I'm just gonna take a nap.
You don't seem ready for this.
Uh-oh.
This isn't gonna end well.
He is woozy.
Yeah.
Everything takes me 10 minutes.
Oh, dude!
Okay.
2 hands.
Yeah, keep going.
Does he really not know how to cut a thing? This knife is so difficult.
We gotta get the hell out of here.
I agree. Whoa, not in the face. The face. That's right. My face.
Oh! She knows how to use it.
Right, she's done that before. Can you untie me?
What? You have... My leg!
There's...
He's having fun!
There's this awesome video of Rob Crossley, back when he was still working with us. He tried this demo, and he's sitting there like... he like freaks out.
Really?
And so he was telling me about it, and he didn't really like VR, and so I was like, so you believe it now, right? Like it's pretty convincing? He's like, yeah, I'm just not convinced.
The craziest ride.
Did you see the video?
No, I have not. I have to check it out.
To him, I was like, have you seen yourself? Like,
oh, right.
You are totally into it.
Right.
Oh, hey, head.
Souvenir.
She just throws it at you?
Could have thrown me the knife.
I'll give you the best part.
I can't feel my legs.
Oh man.
They're useless.
A knife to the thigh. I would probably hurt.
I can't reach the knife on the floor.
Is he okay? Can he talk?
Hey,
count to 10.
Blink. Uh-oh, someone's dragging something, huh?
Hopefully they're dragging a mop, because...
Ooh!
Oh no, my
Hi,
glasses.
Hi, my name is Janice. I'm gonna be cutting your hair today.
What are we gonna do with these bangs?
All right, how is she doing that?
What is she on?
Exactly.
Oh.
Justin.
Oh, sorry. Oh, thank
you for playing.
Oh, that was it?
That was it. That's pretty
Really?
short.
That was it?
That was it.
Okay.
All right. I think that's gonna do it for the stream today. Yeah.
Cool.
How you guys feeling about it? Pretty good.
Pretty
VR?
good. I'm
Yeah?
excited to see more stuff.
I know.
I actually want to try out a lot of what you had played just now.
You should try that.
Headmaster?
Well, yeah. Sorry.
That would probably be better if I'm not like in a studio with all the lights on and you guys talking.
Right.
And also her stabbing me in the leg and me not feeling it. If you could have stabbed me in the leg at the same time, would have really helped.
All right, next time.
We'll remember that for next time, Justin.
Cool. Thanks for watching,
Cool.
everyone. We've got a bunch of reviews for these games on site. We've got more to come over the next few days and coming weeks. So, check out GameSpot if you want to see some of those. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.